Hi everybody, my name is Brittany and I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, and I'm actually really excited to be making this video. For years now, I have been just somebody who has been in the homeschool community, but I've just been really hiding behind the scenes and I haven't really showed my face much. And I wanted to kind of just encourage myself to do that because I love the connections that I make with other moms. And I feel like sharing some of my resources is going to help others. And I could also use a lot of help. I have been homeschooling for 5 years actually now, and my oldest is 10. I have all boys, so my oldest is 10. I have an 8-year-old, I have a almost 6-year-old, and then I have a 2-year-old. So it's a crazy house here. It's always exciting. And I have been doing like the good and the beautiful for the last 4 years now. And this is my first year kind of tiptoeing into the Charlotte Mason curriculum. I love it, everything about it. I really resonate with most of the philosophies and I just really want to submerge myself into it. It's just really, really overwhelming for me. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions or helpful resources that you can just let me know about. I have heard of Ambleside. I think I am going to try to start it. But with my oldest, he would be about year 3, just to get started with him in year 3. He's 4th grade, but I felt like looking into the year 4, I wasn't ready to, I wasn't ready for that yet for him. So year 3 for him, and then year 1 for my 8-year-old. Let me know if you recommend keeping their reading separate or if you function better as a group. Okay, so this video anyways is about a fun little haul. I actually just went to a small little bookstore here in my hometown and I love it because they are so kind enough to have donations from teachers and other parents just like myself. So they give us free books and I got a whole lot of amazing books. I'm actually really excited to show you guys. So just let me know if you have read any of these. This is my junk journal. I'm gonna put this away. If you guys like the junk journal, I do have a separate channel for that where I just kind of have started having fun with me and my kids. In case you're interested in junk journaling like I am, I have that whole separate. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So I wanted to get an anthology and I love this one actually. Everything that I got, by the way, was free. I did make a donation just to thank them for having those resources, but I really like this book. It has poems related to, I guess, different holidays and whatnot, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I thought this was really fun and a good way for us to have a little bit of poetry thrown into there. I am going to get started with Shakespeare this year. So I found this one and I'm really excited about it. It's No Fear. So this is like Spark Notes. So it has the full scripting of the Shakespeare plays, and it also has it in like, I guess, a more understandable form. So I love that. I love that it's easier, hopefully, for us to understand so we can start reading this and watching the plays. I have like a mess here of books, so I'm not going in any particular order. So I think I have like other books as well from Shakespeare. So this is Stuart Little. We've never read this before, but I am trying really hard to make our read alouds about books that have movies, just to kind of treat ourselves to that at the end of it. And I'm really excited to read Stuart Little. This one was an interesting one, but we are barely right now in ancient history. But I am going to try to start doing a little bit more American history with my kids and incorporate that into geography. So I thought this was a really cool one. It's a comic book form of Sacagawea's story. So I feel like that's going to be a little bit more engaging for my kids. So I grabbed that one just to have on hand. Next one was the Trumpet of the Swan. They pretty much begged me to grab as many as possible. So I grabbed 3 so that my sons and I can read along as we take turns reading. So Trumpet of the Swan, Pilgrims Progress. I found this one and we are currently listening to Little Pilgrims Progress and I love that one a lot. So I just grabbed this one just in case one of them, I think it was on the AOs. I think year 3 or 4. So we're just gonna have that ready. This one from Roald Dahl. I love Roald Dahl books. I own one, but like I said, I wanted an extra copy so they can kind of read along. I noticed that when they don't have something that they're reading, they have a hard time sort of paying attention. So I'm trying to help them out with that. This is Out of the Dust. I remember reading this one. It's about the Dust Bowl. So we're gonna hold on to this one for when we get to that kind of time period. The Incredible Journey. Who else loved Homeward Bound growing up? That was one of my favorite movies. I think I still have it in VHS. Oh my goodness. Please tell me you guys still have VHSs, because yeah, I definitely need to clear out my VHS pile. But The Incredible Journey, and I'm really happy because I just found a reading guide for it, and I'm really excited to kind of buy it and do like activities about it. So really, really happy with that one. I found this, Aesop Fables. So just like a small book, gentle narration, just really, really fun. And I'm really, really excited to read this, and I'm ever going to finish this so incredibly fast. In my year 3 like biography, it recommended Marco Polo, and this one looks like a much more tangible like Marco Polo book compared to the one that was recommended. We're gonna see if it's similar in any ways and if it's helpful. I just got that just to kind of have. Next thing, because of Winn-Dixie, I remember loving the movie, so I'm really excited to read the story. I think this one's gonna be so cute. The next one that I got was the One and Only Ivan. I've never read this one, and I haven't even seen the book, so this is gonna be like a fun little treat for us to read together. All right, the next one my son actually picked out, and it's this book. I had never heard of this before. This is the second book of the series. Apparently, they didn't have the first one available. So I'm gonna check the library to see if they have the first one. But I think he just really was drawn to the cover, as I am, honestly. It is about twins who live in this enchanted world, and there's like a rule against a lot of witchcraft, so they pretend that they're the same person throughout their lives, and nobody knows that it's two people. So really, really interesting. I think that it could be really fun to read. I am so excited about this. Somebody was gracious enough to leave their teacher's manual, and this is exactly what I have been wanting to start with my kids, but the price point is just so large for us right now at the moment, especially with 4 kids. So scoring this one makes me so happy, and I don't even mind that I don't have like the student books or the workbooks. I could kind of make my own based off of this because it at least shows me, for example. But my kindergartner would really thrive from this program. Looking at it, it makes me super excited because I could just get creative, and it's gonna help me. Hopefully it's gonna help me to teach them how to read well. I am gonna also start teach your kid to read in 100 lessons. I just printed those out, so I'm hoping maybe coinciding with this one, I think it's gonna work just as great. So fingers crossed. Okay, this next one I am actually really excited about. It's Words Their Way. I have seen this recommended through a lot of other YouTubers, and I am so excited about this. I do own like the printed copies of these, but just having it available, I could kind of get a better glance at things and just see how it works. So I scored these 2, and I'm so excited about it. And they also had this as well. I'm assuming this is, yeah, this is like the teacher's book version of it. So it also comes with a CD. So I'm actually really excited about this. It's gonna give me a lot of ideas of how to use the word sorts. And I think this is just gonna be really, really awesome for me to use this for school this year. Also, I found Wordly Wise. What in the world? I was just talking to my husband about this. I wanted to buy it, but the teacher's book alone is $90. So I'm really excited about this. And it's not even used, and just so I could get an idea of what it is, and I could sort of create my own curriculum based off of this, just kind of by looking to see what it is. But I was really, really excited to score this one. So really happy about that one. The next thing that I found is What Your Third Grader Needs to Know. So my second grader is going to go into 3rd grade level, and I love these books. I actually don't sit down and read them enough. But honestly, they are filled with so many helpful information. The other day, my 4th grade son, he was reading through, I think, the 1st grade or the 2nd grade book that I had. And he was so engaged with the information. And he said, wow, really, Mom? I didn't know this. And I need to really try to use these sort of resources because it's just such a fun way for them to learn. And it just really fills it with everything from language arts, from science to history. So I was really, really excited to have this one. I might need to get the 5th grade one, but I'm really, really happy that I at least have this one. And we might just start back at like 1st grade and just run through all the information again. I also found these ones. These are just little interesting stories for ancient Rome and ancient Greece. We're currently still stuck in Egypt. I've been trying to go through ancient history for what feels like 2 years now. And I'm trying to finish Story of the World. But when I say I'm trying to finish it, I took a plunge from Story of the World. I took a break on it and I went to History Quest. And then I just realized that I didn't enjoy History Quest as much as I did Story of the World. So we're starting over and I can't wait to get into ancient Greece and then ancient Rome. So I think it's going to be really, really exciting. And I think these are just little short stories. Yeah, they're just short stories and little information to help hopefully piece everything together for them. So excited about that. I found this one too. So we're going to get started with a little bit of the USA geography because we haven't really covered that at all. I kind of just started in geography with Egypt, so we're studying Africa and they're doing very well with it. But if I ask them about the US map, like they don't know where things are. So I want to help them with that this year. I do own the 50 states book, but this is like a fun little activity worksheet. So it has every single state, it has a fun fact, and it has an activity for them to do. So I'll probably make copies of that so that way we can continue to use this. And I think this was just a little fun thing to have as a resource. Okay, and the last like 6 books that I have here are from this program called Envision Math. So you can definitely tell that these were donated by a classroom. And it's just little word problems for review. And my kids are currently in the middle of transitioning from The Good and the Beautiful to Beauty and Truth, which it's a very like laid back approach that I'm used to. It's very oral and like hands-on manipulatives, but I like that. I like slowing down and using practical math skills for them. So I figured to have a little bit of a math workbook without the big lessons, I wanted to get them a little workbook so they can do on their, like for just a little busy work here and there. And that is everything that I got. I am super excited with everything that I was able to get my hands on. Now I need to organize this and put this in my bookshelf before I leave this to become a mess on my table. Let me know what you think of these selections and the book readings. If you have any other suggestions for me of read alouds or books that maybe your kids enjoyed, please let me know because I'm more than happy, obviously, to read all of the things. I always have like FOMO when it comes to books. I want to read all of them. I don't know if we'll get around to all of these this year, but I do feel good knowing that we have at least a plethora of options. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching along with me. I'm super excited to start making more videos here and start showing my face. I'm still in the middle of a huge curriculum hunt, still trying to figure out if I can make Ambleside work or just kind of creating my own curriculum. So just let me know if you have any suggestions of how to make Ambleside work. I could use all the help that I could get. All right, bye everybody. Have a good day. See you later.